So till now we have seen one method to solve first order higher degree ordinary differential equations. So the second way we can solve is solvable for y. Okay. Now how to solve the problem means how to identify that a first order higher degree differential equation is there, and when to apply this solvable for y method. So we have to see that when the equation will be in this form, y equal to function of x comma p. Okay, so I have to see the differential equation. If it is in the form this, then fine. Otherwise what to do, we have to convert this in this way. If it is convertible, then we can apply. So after getting this, what is the point? So first thing is that to differentiate with respect to x. So if we differentiate with respect to x, so it will be dy by dx equal to d by dx of f. Now the left side will be p, so p will be, the right side will get some function, so that I can write as some function g of x comma p. Like that we can get. So once we get this thing, here we can see that this equation will have only two variables, that is what, x and p. Now from this what to do, we have to factorize. So factorize this equation. Then third is solve. Solve or eliminate p. So if we solve or eliminate p, we can get the function, and that function will be the desired equation. Okay, general solution. Now we will see how to apply this method to solve the differential equation or to find the general solution of the given differential equation through one example problem. Let us take the example problem as y equal to 2xp minus xp square. So if you see, this will be in this form, y equal to f of xp. Okay, right side will be f of xp. Now how to do? We have to differentiate with respect to x. If we differentiate with respect to x, it will be, left side will be p, dy by dx will be p, and right side will be what? 2p, then plus with respect to p if we do, so 2x dp by dx minus then p square minus 2xp dp by dx. So this one. Now what to do? We have to take everything in one place or one side. So it will be, p will be taken to the right side. So then what will happen? Left side will be 0. So we can write it as p plus 2x dp by dx minus p square minus 2xp dp by dx equal to 0. Now after that what to do? We have to factorize. So how to factorize? We can see that here p plus 2x dp dx. Okay, so if we take one common, so it will be p plus 2x dp by dx, and second last two term, if I take minus p common, so inside it will be p plus 2x dp by dx, that equal to 0. So I can write it as p plus 2x dp by dx whole into 1 minus p, that equal to 0. Then what to do? We have to see the first factor. So first factor I can write at p plus 2x dp by dx equal to 0. So we have to solve this differential equation. So how to solve? So first we have to rearrange. So rearrange you have to do. So 2x dp by dx equal to minus p, or we can write it as dp by p equal to dx by x with minus sign. Okay, now what to do? Again we take the right side to left. So 2 dp by p plus dx by x equal to 0. So this I can write it as 2 log p plus log x equal to log c. So now what to do? Here if we solve, then we can get that p square x equal to c. Now I can write it as p square equal to c by x. So we have to use this relation to find out the general solution. We have to use this relation and the given question. So these two equations we have to take and eliminate p. Once we eliminate p, we will get the function, and that function will be our general solution. Okay, now what to do? P square is this. So p will be square root of c by x. So now if I replace this value here, we will get y equal to 2x root c by root x minus x into c by x. So here x will be cancelled out. So we can rearrange. So y plus c equal to 2x square root c by square root x. Now if I take squaring both the side, we will get y plus c whole square. So this equal to what? 4x square c by x, or it will be 4cx. Okay. Now the solution is what? Y plus c whole square equal to 4cx. So this is our general solution, or we can simplify this equation and get the simplified solution also, and this is also treated as the general solution. So in this way we can apply this solvable for y technique to solve first order higher degree ordinary differential equation.